I'll see if anybody's up tonight. Wow. I see they are on the Mighty Network on Let's Go Help too. So for those of you who are not used to this, I'm streaming on three different places. I have Mighty Network or Let's Go Help 2, which is for members. And that's where I really try to pay attention because they pay. The rest of you are freeloaders. But I want to educate everybody, and I would do it all for free if I could, but I can't if I want to get people to help me and if I want to pay my rent and stuff like that. We have a paying membership, and it's $20 a month. And that's where you can get all the help you need, and you just have to keep asking, and that's the problem. People don't do that. They think they just have to go to a website and get everything. No, you can't go to Google, and the only thing you really get in Google is ripped off probably. Because all I show you about it is free stuff, how to get free money and help to do anything you want in life. And it frustrates me. My life has been nice and long, and I feel I have 10, 15 more years to live. And I'm going to spend as much time as I can trying to educate people about the stuff that's out there. I mean, we live in an abundant society. Man, you see all the bad stuff going on in the world. People live in refugee camps or getting bombed. And wow, no matter how bad it's for us here, it's certainly better than living in a refugee camp somewhere or whatever, if you make it through the wars that are going on. But and it is a pain in the butt, but everything in life is. If you want to do anything in life, get ready to roll up your sleeves and figure this out, because it doesn't come handed to you on a plate. The ones that come handed on a plate are the ones that are going to ask you for a lot of money. And they'll do it all, and still that's not guaranteed or anything. And so if you don't have a lot of money, just get that out of your system. You have a lot of money, you want to try it, best of luck to you. That's all I could say. But it'll be a learning experience. You could pay for it, but you don't have to pay for it if you know the options. And that's the problem. People don't know their options because all they know is what salesmen tell them. And that is not a good option. I gotta put this up a little bit here. That's a little better. And the free options don't advertise, so that's why you don't know about them. And free in this country means it's the government's has tax money that they've already set aside to give to you, or nonprofit organizations whose mission is to help you get money or solve your financial problems. See, everybody in Google is there to solve their financial problems first. And see, the other two organizations, which are the government and nonprofit, I mean, their first thing is to solve your financial problems, not their financial problems, because they already have the money, because they're there to give it out. But they can't advertise, and so that's why you don't know. You don't know. Tammy and Charity, oh, what a duo. And that's what we do. Also, Let's Go Help. I mean, Charity and Tammy are here, and they're members, but they help other members. Not only when I'm doing it, but they have their own show. We have member shows that they're available live to answer your questions, because I think people like Tammy and Charity are much more effective in helping you find out how to use this system than I can be. I just been at this too long and know too much and too old. I don't feel too old. It's just that I've been doing it so long. It's hard for me to empathize with somebody just starting. And I think I'll talk over your head, and you'll be afraid to say something because I know too much, and that's a handicap, knowing too much, because I'll miss a lot of stuff that probably just started, and I won't see it as that. And you with a clear mind, and people like Tammy and Michelle and Charity are newer to this and not bogged down in all the stuff that I come to. And by the way, Michelle, Charity, and everything. Michelle, did you get the thing about the swag, the Let's Go Help swag. I sell copies of my clothes, that I wear, mostly casual clothes, so it's very reasonable. And so I part of the bribe to get these people to help you, because they're not really paid, is they can order clothes off my Let's Go Clothes, CLOTHES, and .com. And oh, Julio, yeah, that you're another one. I saw your thing. I forgot to do something or whatever, and so the orders just sat somewhere. But I kicked it in gear last night, so they should be on the way. And I think I'll start putting more stuff on there. Because what I want to do in helping people is only having one charge. So anybody charges, like we just got another a notice that people are posing as me, and they even get into our, like they're on Mighty Network, but not our Mighty Network, but they're on the platform that our Let's Go Help 2 is on, with my name. I don't know how the hell they got the balls to do this. I want a jacket like yours. And I get these made in China, not China, in Vietnam. The same people were trying to kill me 40 years ago or 50 years ago, whatever it is, now make my clothes. Isn't the world wonderful? Unless I'm too late. No, you are never too late, Charity. And these people, Michelle, Charity, Tammy, are just gold as far as people go. I mean, the people, they just have other people's well-being, top of their mind. And at my age now, I really believe wholeheartedly that's the how to live. I wish I knew that much, 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Geez, I've been doing this 80 years. So that's 60 years ago, probably started doing professional stuff. And I was always nice and whatever, but not like now. I mean, I just, because now I feel opening my heart with love just fills my life more than anything, But first you have to take care of yourself, and that's right. Create the income so you're not a burden on other people. And that's what we want to do, is show you government programs to help you do that, other ways to earn income. And it's not so much getting the grants. You want to get a way to generate income, because a lot of grants are not, you can't get it all the time. Most of it is just for one time to get you a jolt and get you going. I mean, there are things like Social Security and things like that. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, I give most of my Social Security back. I don't need it. I'm making a well enough living, and there's other people. What I do is give it to a community college for single moms to go to school. Single moms are the backbone of our country. If we didn't have these people, man, we'd be really screwed. Who's going to take care of these little people that are coming along to be the future? And we got to take care of the single moms. I got my administration law judge hearing. Oh, that's for SSI, or when is that? What day? What day is that, Charity? Administrative law. Oh. What day? Day. What day is that? Tomorrow. Oh, go. Big letter day tomorrow. Well, let us know one way or another. And I'm sure there's an appeal process. Remember. Oh, there's Tammy just put up the link for Let's Go Close. Thank you, Tammy. Did you order something? I don't know if I remember. I saw your name in there. I forget so much. Julio, Lucky Charity, right? Julio, did you hear that? The Let's Go Close is on the way. Good, Tammy. You're good. I don't know if we have baseball caps yet, but we will. Thanks. So I got a bunch of stuff that I dug up today, and a lot of it is about entrepreneuring and business and stuff like that. First time here, grateful that for the time you take to heal us. Well, thank you, Autumn. I think that's what it is. We all have to heal ourselves. And I think you heal by opening your heart, not fighting. You have to fight sometimes to have the energy to go keep going, because what happens, I mean, when you try to do something, you're going to get beat up. That's laws of nature, and you have to keep coming back, and that's what's important. So let me tell you about this. The first one uh, is in New Mexico by a senator. Now, what I see now in the new grants just in the last day or so that coming out, they're senators, mostly from the federal senators. So you have 2 senators, okay? And to find them, you go to commoncause.org. And they're all bragging about the money they got in the new budget. I don't know if you're keeping up on the government budget, which I do because it's where the grants are. And so they just passed a law to get the budget for the rest of the year. They're late. The year starts October, September. I think October 1st of last year is when the 2024 year in the federal government started. Now, state is a little different. Tammy has contacted your elected official, yes. And so what happened, it took them 6 months into 2024 to figure out that, to get a budget so they could keep in business. Otherwise, the government was going to close down Friday if they didn't pass this law. So they passed it, and now we're good till like September, which is the end of the year. Now, what happens is that, see, the elected officials want to brag about what they've gotten for, like here with the senator from New Mexico. He's bragging about all the projects that he was able to get into into the budget for New Mexico. Every senator, every congressman, they all do that. That's why what you want to do now is call your elected official and say, hey, in the budget, what is coming to New Mexico? Now, see, here is a listing that they have on the New Mexico senator of all the programs that he was able to get into the budget that's coming to New Mexico. So these are all grants coming here. Okay, here's $338,000 for New Mexico Small Business Development Center to provide free business management training, including programs for hard-to-reach rural clients and minority and undeserved population. That means you. So there's now $338 million going for free help for you to start a business. They're bragging about it, okay? They got it. Here, $300,000 for something called Dream Spring. It's an online technical assistance and training materials in English and Spanish for small businesses and entrepreneurs. So this is a free website for people in English and Spanish to help them start a business of any kind. See, how would you know that? You don't, and that's it. That's why these people are important. Okay, here's $300,000 for Three Sisters Kitchen Manufactured Food Business Training Program to launch Spanish language programming for hands-on training and technical assistance for low-income and aspiring food business entrepreneurs. Okay, so this is another thing. In other words, what they're doing here, they have grants to help you start a food-related business, okay? And it's coming in the next couple of weeks, okay? So how would you know that? No, you're going to read about it after the money's given out and it's all over. No, you want to know now because you want to know where that money's going to plop. So you're first in line for that. So this is a way to get the training you need, to get the money you need, and everything you need to start a food-related business, okay? Here's another one. $250,000 for the Partnership and Community Action started to start the Quality Childcare Manners Program, which will train small businesses and entrepreneurs to fill a critical community need such as childcare. This is money and help for you to start a childcare business. See, it's not anyway. You could call all you want to find this, and it's not there yet. But you know it's coming. That's what information is. That's the power of all this stuff. You know before it's getting there, so you could go with your wallet and open it up and get it there when you go, not 6 months after it's there. Okay. Here's one. What is this? $225,000 for CashNet Ideas and Innovation Community to provide technical assistance in funding strategies, marketing, industry best practices, listen to this, for small businesses and art entrepreneurs working in the creative industries. What that means, I have no idea. But hey, you're in the video business. You're you're doing stuff on the internet. That sounds like that for me. So that's $250,000 just to help people in New Mexico start these businesses. Wow. I mean, I think that's terrific. Okay, here's another one. Dream Spring. Didn't I say that? One-on-one technical assistance. Yeah, I already did that. $200,000 for the Mexican Art Museum to put their collection online. Well, if you are an online entrepreneur, you want to get that contract to do that, okay? Here's another one, good one. $173,000 for WESST, a virtual incubator program for small businesses and entrepreneurs as part of the West Incubator. Those in in New Mexico, find out what WESST incubator is. Because what they do, incubators are places where if you have an idea about a business, want to start a business, they not only give you money, they give you people to help you start a business for free. They give you rent. They give you everything you need to take your idea and get it off the ground. But it's not called a government grant. It's called an incubator. How would you know that? You don't, and that's why it's more complicated when you think. That's why the problem we have is we think we know what's there, but we don't. It's too complicated to know what's there. That's why you jump into this field by just saying, I need help starting a business. Don't tell them what you need because you don't even know what the hell you need because it's based on what's there. So you want to go out and find out what is there for me to help start a business. That's what you want to do. Okay, now here's special $50,000 for veterans business advocates, and veteran-owned businesses to get partners, customers, employees, and enhance their opportunity and success. Wow, here $100,000 for Asian business collaborators to assist small businesses and technical assistance, expertise, and public and private partnerships. They're all there to help you do this. To help you start a business, to help you grow. And it's not in the way you think it would be. That's why you're looking for something you think you need, but it won't be there. It's called something else. So you'll just wash over your eyes and you'll miss it. You can't do there. You have to take your time and do this right. Okay, that's just one. Now here's another one in Hawaii. They just got $435,000 to fund a 3-month training program for small businesses. It will support entrepreneurs in forming a business plan, a brand identity, development, and marketing. So everything you need to start a business, all you have to come is with the idea, and they help you learn how to do all the rest. Wow. And they have $500,000 to do that. Here, the Economic Development Board just got $1.8 million to create small business accelerator. Hear that word? Accelerator. Accelerator. Remember that word because that means that's the government or some nonprofit organization that wants you to start a business, and they're there to give you money, help, and everything you need. Okay, they're different all over the country. Every accelerator has different things and everything. But it's a place for free to start learning how to do this, okay? And they accelerate to leverage space, science, and data smarter business. Okay, the accelerator will provide specialized equipment, mentoring, business assistance services. Wow. Okay, here's here's in where the heck was this? I forget what state this is in, but 240 women and minority businesses are going to get up to $500,000 a piece for starting their business. Okay, and here's an important program. It's really, the SBA has a program for people who just get out of jail. That's right. You just get out of jail. And you can get up to $50,000 to start a business with no collateral, bad credit rating and all that kind of stuff. Anything for Texas. Yes, you have to check that, David. I mean, I'm calling you one. I can't go through 50 states for every program. And so what you have to do, and that's what we do, is show you where to start looking for programs like this. And as Tammy and everybody knows, David, what you do is you go to item number 5 in the Let's Go Meta Grant Report. And you go there and it shows you how to start tracking down all the stuff that you have locally. Okay, now here's the listing for Biden program at the SBA. And it's a program that right now it's called a pilot program. And it's a program targeting access to capital for the underserved. That means bad credit and ex-cons. Access to capital for the underserved, okay? And to find that loan, to find that information, it's in item number 5. But all the things I'm talking about now, I'll also put in, I haven't put it in the chat here. Oh, let me do that. Bad Matthew. Okay. I'm going to put all these things that I'm talking about here and make sure they're in the chat on great there. Okay, there, yeah, that's all my notes for today's notes. How are we doing? Oh, look at my throat. I don't know if it's I haven't talked a lot today, but boy, it's running out. Maybe that's the age thing sneaking up on me. Okay, so that's an SBA program, and what do you want to do? And I have this in item number 5 in the Let's Go Meta Grant Reports, is go to sba.gov/local assistance and talk to the mentors there, local mentors. They help you with anything. Make an appointment and don't only talk to one, talk to half a dozen. Everybody has different talents and different ideas, so you want to get talk to as many people as possible, so you have all the options that you could probably get to be able to do what you want in life. That's what you want to do, and you can't wait for the perfect. It's like panning for gold. You just have to keep looking and looking till you make a match, and that's what it is. Now here's first time I've seen this in Nevada. They have a grant for rent grant that opens on the 1st of every month. They have so much money, they give it out, and then they stop, and then the 1st of the next month, they give it out, and they stop, and then next month, they give it out and stop. And that's a monthly grant. But they also have other programs in Nevada, so don't stop when you do that. Iowa is very big in starting you coming to Iowa, or if you're in Iowa, to give you money up to $25,000 to start a business so that you make Iowa important. So if it's agriculture, for whatever it is, nonprofit or whatever. And here's in Tampa Bay, they just announced a whole bunch of money to pay for utility bills, all kinds of utility bills, not only electricity and stuff like that, but also for like trash and water and all those other possibilities of utility bills. And that's in the Tampa, St. Petersburg area. And it's for incomes up to $70,000. So remember that, hi, Holly. I may have another job for you. Hold on. Working on it. Maybe tomorrow I'll have it. And that local help you said you have, I may be able to use him too, for just a separate project, a one-time kind of thing. So if they're still available, let me know. Where was I? Okay, so all those things are there. Anybody in Let's Go Help 2 have a question for us? What's Monies in Boston? Levon, I know that's after doing this for 50 years, I've heard that, and that's that's why Tammy and these other people are probably more sensitive because they were like that just a couple of months ago. But actually, what you want to do, Levon, is go to the 500 mini grant reports and start there. Okay. See, like Tammy just showed Jacob the Colorado mini grant reports. There's 500 mini grants in there by category. See, that's what we do. I think the mini grants is the best thing we have. And see, every report we have is free. It's included in your $20. That's why I'm so proud we could do that. And also proud that we, even being so cheap, that we give half of it away. You know, we give $75,000 away every month. That's about half our sales. Yeah. So it's oh, there, Tammy. See, you got your. I'm just useless here, aren't I? Wow, that's amazing. Wow, Tammy, greatest linker ever. That's great. I got to do some legwork to find these guys. Probably so, Helena. And also a way to remember is use the phone as much as you can, because that's how you learn. By just reading things on the internet, you may or may not get through to you on what that stuff really is. You can't ask questions. Stuff you don't understand, you'll just glaze over and not do anything. Tammy is the Jedi Master of links. Yes. and so that's why you call up one of these places, whatever. And like if it's for grants, for paying your rent, well, you go to findhelp.org and you put in grants and your zip code and start talking to any and all of the organizations that are listed there, even though they can't help you, because they'll know other places that will help you. And that's the important. Have to use Google Docs to see these files, right? Yeah, and I guess it has to be loaded. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Charity and everybody? Do they need? Do you have to load Google Docs? Well, if you're using Google, you got Google Docs. Yeah, so that's not an issue. If you're using something else, they probably have. I think on Firefox I use a bunch, and I'm pretty sure I must have opened up, or actually in all these years, because I've been using Firefox even before Google. Yes, Google Docs, but it's all free stuff, and that's nice. Oh God, 10 o'clock. Maybe that's maybe my throat has a clock. But actually, I exercised well today. And about 2-3 days earlier this week, I couldn't exercise. It too busy, and taking care of Smiley, who can't see. And so what I do is then I don't exercise. When I don't exercise, then I don't feel as healthy and as strong. But so I had to stop for 2 days. Boy, did I feel that. And doing the weights and walking 6 miles or so is best thing I've done in my life, I think. How was your life? Well, a little better. It's going to take a while. I can't see yet, so we'll see how that works out. So I got to be the eyes and ears, not the ears, but at least the eyes. But it's nice. I mean, and people like that, it gives a chance to love harder, and that's what. She has retina, really bad stuff. It's called your vagal tone, and there's ways to exercise it. What is that? Boy, you guys are doctors here. And by the way, what's neat about government information, you can get access to the best doctors in the world, because they get grants to work on things. And there's a database in the government who's getting grants to study something, and that's important, to know about that, because they could tell you. See, up at NIH, they tell you what will be in the medical journals next year, because they're doing the research this year, and so you get way ahead of your doctor. They don't have time to read up on stuff anyway, and when the internet first came out, doctors used to get pissed off if you used the internet to find something. Now I was in the doctor's office the other day, and I didn't know I had a rash or something, and it turned out to be shingles. He said, "Didn't you look up on the internet?" Which was still, they still, well, maybe it's where I am, but they still, Helen, yeah, but at least in D.C., because, it's a pretty egghead town here. If you are trying to find them through Google, no luck. Sissy side, where do you look for honesty? It is very tough to find them. Well, sure. I mean, it depends on where you're looking. See, if you're going to Google and looking for honesty, everybody's there selling you something. So they're all have one thing in mind, is getting money from you. Now, if that's honest or not, I don't know. You want to find people who have your health, your to not be there because they're going to get money from you. And that's why if you stay with websites that are .org or .gov, none of them will get money from you. So you get a much better, honest opinion about anything. So that's why I just tell people, stay away from Google. You want to find something particularly about money or financial problem, you start with find help and find the organization. If it's money for school, if it's money for housing, or talk to any and all the organizations you can there for help and advice on getting help with the money you're looking for, the help you're looking for. Don't call it money, because that sort of skews the question or the answer. Just say, I need help getting a house. I need help getting a job. I need help starting my business. That's the way to do it, because then you're not threatening, because they may or may not have money, and the guard goes up right away, and you don't want that. You just want, what do you suggest? You can try social services. If you can't help you, ask them who could help maybe, and they would help you. See, that's right, Holly. You got it. And it's important. And that's why I feel what we're doing here, and I'm so proud that, Michelle and Charity and Julio and Tammy are all helping to do what I think, at least it's the most important work I can think of doing with our skills. I mean, we all have different skills, and it's important that we use what we have the best, and then we can give the best, and then it's easier for us if we like it, and it's natural to us because we want to be there. It's sort of like any relationship. If you don't want to be there, it's a shitty relationship, right? So you want to be a big investment banker or something. Maybe not. You're just there for the money. Then it's not as satisfying a life, I think, as someone who is there for more. But you got to get the money first so you can take care of yourself. Number one, okay? And then you help others, okay? And I hope we could do that. And I hope that Michelle and Julio and all the people that are helping other people here, that you use us, please. It can be complicated, and that's important. Please say, Josh. Which Josh is that? Is there a Josh Patch? Please say my name, please. Please. Josh. Oh, you're joshing me. Ah, come on. You're just joshing. That's not really you, Josh. Are you? Are you joshing? That's what it is. You're not really Josh. He's in the chat. I live in Mississippi my whole life, and I want to move to another state, but it went away. But I don't have a car. How can I get relocation grant? Contact my Social Security. Yeah, start there, because. But what I would do is, do you know where you want to go yet? You don't need a car to get there. You just need bus fare, and you're there. That's probably a lot better than a car. But if you're low income, you probably get a free car too. There's a lot of that. Start by looking and find help if you're not a member. If you're a member, get our report on that. If you're not, go to findhelp.org and put in transportation or car, and start talking to the people that are listed there, no matter what. Even if they're bus service, say, hey, I can't get there. What do you think? And that's it. You have to start digging. You dig it, If you don't dig it, you're not gonna dig it. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm petering out here, and I just want to be thankful for everybody that helps everybody, and all of you who have an interest in what we're doing. It is the nicest hug in life I could get, and I just think we all need hugs, and so thank you for hugging us. Okay, and we can't wait to hug you back. We want to help as much as we can, because that's what is important for all of us to do. Thanks, guys. I'll be back tomorrow.